Back on trail after a much needed 2-day zero. Stayed in an Airbnb in Honal, I think that's how you pronounce it, Vermont, which is about 30 minutes north of here. So I'm hopping back on trail here in Dalton, Massachusetts, and I think I'm on the right. Let me pull up my map, make sure this is the trail. Since we're walking through a town, it's hard to tell exactly where the trail goes. That's why I couldn't find it. It doesn't connect to the street I was on. It's just a sidewalk. All right, so now I'm back on the AT. There's a blaze on that telephone pole right there. So yeah, I took 2 days off. Stayed in an Airbnb in Vermont, about 30 minutes away from the trail. In about 3 days, I'll be hiking right past there again. But I did absolutely nothing for 2 full days. Had no errands to run to speak of, since my resupply came with Samil. Just hit Walmart for a few odds and ends while we're just knocking around town, going to antique stores and hanging out and sitting in a hot tub. And that's pretty much all we did for 2 days, was just relax and rest. And that was much needed, because I hadn't done a full zero in about a month. 4 weeks essentially. So I feel very revitalized and rested, and ready to get on up into Vermont and hike some mountains. It's day 156, and it's raining. And this rain has nothing to do with the tropical cyclone that's passing through the southeast right now. That might get to us by the end of day tomorrow, and we'll have to see how much of that is left. Samil's drive back to Georgia will be either right through the center of that or right through the edge of that, depending on which route she decides to take. But hopefully it will have petered out significantly by the time she hits it, but certainly by the time it hits me. Finally left the paved road and now entering the woods. Got about 1,000 feet of climbing over the next few miles before I reach kind of the high point of the day. Hey, I stopped for a little break at this campsite almost exactly 2 hours into my hike this morning. And it's a little chilly right now, and it hasn't really stopped raining. It's not raining hard. It might not even be raining, but it's wet and drippy and a little bit rainy. But I was damp enough to where make sure I didn't leave anything back there on the table. I got enough of a chill to where I'm starting off my hike in the rain jacket, and I'll probably start to heat once I get walking. But it's the first time I've done this on this hike, where it's been chilly enough that I wear my rain gear just to hold in some body heat until I get warmed up. So got 4 miles down, about 9 miles to go. So today's audiobook in my ear, my ubiquitous earbud there, is Picture of Dorian Gray by Oscar Wilde. And that's only because it's, not only, but mainly because it's free. And I ran out of credits. I just rushed through a string of books in July, and without realizing it, exhausted all my Audible credits. And so now I'm reading the public domain and free with your membership audiobooks. So today it's the Picture of Dorian Gray, and maybe a podcast in a little bit. Walking into the town of Cheshire. A vague sense of deja vu. What town did I walk through in past weeks or months that reminds me of this? I don't recall, but I do remember walking down a street like this, it seems like. It seems to be a rather large mountain up ahead, but it's obscured by clouds. As we're leaving Cheshire, woods have like this really strange darkness right now. I think it's strange because the trees are so tall, but the canopy is so dense. And combined with just the dark overcast, and that the mountain ahead of me ascends up into the bottom of a cloud. But I've got 4 miles, 4.5, thereabouts, miles to go. So it'll be about 7:15 by the time I get to camp. But I've also got like a 1,900 feet of climbing to do over those 4 miles, and it's pretty much the entire 4 miles. So I've got my work cut out for me, but hopefully it doesn't rain. I thought I heard somebody coming. I thought I heard the clicking of trekking poles, and maybe I did. I don't know. I'll have to see. Oh yeah, I was able to retrieve a selfie stick, which actually is in my pack. I forgot to get it out before I started hiking today. So maybe this evening or tomorrow I'll get back to using that. I feel like the whole venture has been jinxed. I used it for like 1 week in the Shenandoahs before it broke, or before I lost it. And as soon as I got it back, it broke. And as soon as I replaced it, I lost it. And then, so now the replacement for that one has just arrived. So I'm kind of gun shy. to use it, but I'll use it as long as I can. Just not today.